Luxury automobiles are fantastic when they are brand new, but after the factory warranty and service plan expire, they can be difficult to maintain. This holds for both routine car maintenance and the purchasing of replacement parts. The majority of the time, modern luxury vehicles are less expensive to maintain and more dependable than their predecessors. Many older luxury cars may be available for purchase while searching the classifieds for a car. Although it may be quite tempting to purchase one of these vehicles as a hobby or a more comfortable daily driving, each one is there for a specific purpose. Hello everyone and welcome back to Cars Insider. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on the car world and technologies related to automobiles. With that being said, let's get started. Every gearhead hopes to one day possess a true sports car. Auto racing, they typically cost more than other sorts of cars since they typically have the prettiest design, the most cutting-edge technologies, the best performance numbers, and the best driving experience. So should you buy such luxury vehicles? And how these cars are going to make you go bankrupt? Even when you keep them clean and serviced, luxury vehicles lose value more quickly than a rocket returning to Earth, so owners only recoup a small portion of their initial investment when they sell them. Luxury vehicles frequently include more features and technologies than other vehicles, and because these features and technologies are frequently the first in a vehicle, they can be quite expensive to fix or replace. Therefore, even though cheap luxury cars may seem like a complete bargain in comparison to their more expensive premium counterparts, they may wind up costing much more in repairs and services over time. Here are several inexpensive luxury vehicles to avoid buying to reduce the likelihood of this happening, because the cost of ongoing repairs will put you into bankruptcy. Number 1. Aston Martin Grand Tourer. The Aston Martin DB7 was made by British luxury car maker Aston Martin from September 1994 to December 2004. Both a coupe and a convertible version of the vehicle were offered. The prototype, which was created by Ian Callum and Keith Helfet, was finished by November 1992 and made its premiere at the Geneva Motor Show in March 1993. That hand-built V8 Virage debuted a few years earlier and was positioned as the entry-level vehicle, while the 6-cylinder DB7, based on the Jaguar AJ6 engine, was positioned below it. With more than 7,000 made until being superseded by the DB9 in 2004, this model has the highest production rate of any Aston Martin vehicle. Aston Martin was through its most challenging economic period ever in the 1990s. Ford, the company that owned Aston Martin at the time, decided to introduce Aston as an entry-level vehicle to boost sales. DB7 was the outcome. The DB7 concept was a complete success. Gearheads enjoyed that the DB7 was gorgeous, comfy, and incredibly quick thanks to the V12 engine, despite being far more inexpensive than other Astons. Although the DB7 is still reasonably priced today, you don't want to cope with a V12 engine that is 30 years old. Number 2. VW Phaeton. The Volkswagen Phaeton vanished into history after just one generation, much like the horse-drawn carriage that shared its name. Volkswagen is now publishing never-before-seen images of the second-generation Phaeton that might have been, as the firm commemorates 20 years since the luxury sedan's initial unveiling at the 2002 Geneva Auto Show. The first-generation Phaeton was sold in the United States from 2004 to 2006 before being phased out globally in 2016. A replacement known as the Phaeton D2 was in the works at that time, according to Volkswagen, but it was never released. The D2 has a similar atmosphere to the original on the inside thanks to enough wood and chrome elements. But a curved glass display, slimmer style, and quilted upholstery are used throughout to modernize the lounge-inspired ambience. The third-generation Touareg, which also didn't reach the United States, ultimately made use of that curved display. 2 entertainment displays installed on the headrests are also available for the Phaeton's back seats. The Phaeton D2 was based on the Volkswagen Group's MLB platform, which is also used for many Audi models and the Porsche Macan. However, the company didn't provide many specifications for the vehicle. We might have seen the gleaming new Phaeton speeding beside those vehicles in an alternate reality, but for now, all we have is a glimpse of a luxurious Volkswagen that never was. Number 3. Maserati Quattroporte. When it performs well, the Maserati Quattroporte is a fantastic vehicle. The restored 2003 Quattroporte was equipped with a magnificent Ferrari V8 and the F1 transmission. The transmission was jerky and uncomfortable when cruising, which is what the Quattroporte was mostly used for. This combination performed well when thrashing around a track. Fortunately, Maserati addressed this with the Quattroporte Automatica in 2007, producing an excellent vehicle as a result. Maserati is a generally unstable brand. In reliability testing, the most recent Quattroporte was rated 40th out of 40. Parts and general maintenance, which costs an average of $2,000 to $3,000 a year, are both very expensive. It would probably be best to just sell the car if something were to go wrong with the drivetrain. This is all because Maserati is a more upscale automaker than, say, BMW or Mercedes-Benz, which are mass producers. Number 4. BMW E60 MS. The E60 BMW 7 Series is arguably one of the most aesthetically offensive vehicles on the road today. It followed the incredibly stylish E38, one of the greatest automobile designs ever. The E60 was a large, bloated hunk of metal, wood, and leather combined to create something even Donald Trump would not be seen in. In contrast, the E38 looked athletic, poised, and ready for constant and consistent autobahn cruising at well over the legal speed limit. The reliability is objective. Nevertheless, the styling is not. The E65 is renowned for being among the least dependable BMW ever, if not outright infamous for it. The E65 was a good car in terms of dynamics and technology, but it had a lot of BMW firsts, which is where the majority of the problems reside, and fixing or replacing those parts is expensive. Number 5. Mazda RX-8. The cherished Mazda RX-7 was built with the 13B REW engine until 1995, and until 2002 in Japan. Mazda finally unveiled the eagerly awaited RX-8 9 years later, and the model was produced through 2012. Despite being praised for its tuning abilities, the RX-7, unfortunately, outperformed the RX-8 in terms of performance. The 13B Renesis, often known as the 13B MSP, multi-side port, the rotary engine powers the Mazda RX-8. While it has the same 1.3-liter displacement as the 13B REW, it lacks the two turbochargers found in its predecessors and is normally aspirated instead. With 238 horsepower and 159 pound-feet of torque, it was 42 horsepower and 72 pound-feet less powerful than the highest output 13B REW engine. The 13B engine in the RX-8 had lower power ratings in addition to a challenging ECU to tune. When coupled with the absence of forced induction, enthusiasts were not particularly pleased with the performance compared to the 13B's predecessor. The RX-8 was an enjoyable sports car to own despite its weak performance appeal thanks to its lightweight design and outstanding suspension and handling. Despite its power restrictions, the RX-8 was a fantastic platform, taking home awards for the Worldwide Engine of the Year in 2003, Best Sports Vehicle in 2004, and Car and Driver's 10 Best lists from 2004 to 2006. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz SL600. Owners of Mercedes-Benz SL600s with vehicles from the 5 model years shown in the chart below have reported a total of 21 issues with their vehicles. The chart displays the total number of Mercedes-Benz SL600 issues overall service years for each specific model year. Most issues have been documented with the 2005 Mercedes-Benz SL600 vehicles. Beginning in 1954, Mercedes-Benz has been producing the Grand Touring sports automobile known as the SL Class, marketed as the Mercedes-AMG SL since 2022. The letters SL stand for Sportleicht in German. In October 2021, the SL 7th Class's generation was unveiled. The R232, which stands for Mercedes-AMG SL Class, is known to be an exclusive AMG variant. The two engines are 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo gasoline units with a maximum output of 350 kilowatt. The 2+2 seating arrangement has only been an option on SL Class models until this generation. Although the R107 was designed to be a 2-seat convertible, owners had the option of acquiring one with a 2+2 seating arrangement or having a retrofit kit placed in their vehicle at a later time. So what do you think about this? Will you ever purchase a used supercar? Or are you going to save your money for the best? Well, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content from us. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.